Hello and welcome to DevCast Ops. Today I'm joined by James and Wale. I'm
Hello.
Barnaby for those who can't remember my name. I forget. Well, I never introduce myself is what I realize in these. And today we're going to try and be figuring out a solution to one of the problems with our automation. It's a bit of a small one, but it'd be nice not to have. Essentially, we have something in the background that tears down any GCP instances that aren't tagged with a protected tag. So the client we use for Nomad gets destroyed at the end of each day, as we don't really need to do anything on it and we don't want it to cost us money. But because it gets destroyed entirely, when we spin it back up and create it again, we then need to rerun all of our Ansible playbooks on it. So looking to improve that by adding a little bit more automation through the form of a golden image and maybe some GitHub actions to help run it so we can spin it up in a way that's a little cleaner than us messing around in the terminal, but we'll see how far we get with that.
I shouldn't have to download Ansible and run Ansible to play Minecraft. Just gonna put it out there.
Yes. And today I will be sharing my screen.
Eventually, we'll get it to be a little bot in Discord or something like that we can trigger. But the first step of that is having a pipeline to actually automatically run it.
Yeah, I like the. I had a URL at one point where I could go to a URL and it'll turn the server on, and like go to the same URL and it'll turn the server off, or the server would auto kill itself, which was quite nice. But that was all AWS, and now we're in GCP, so that code doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, so it checked. I can't remember if it did it on CPU utilization. I think was what
CPU utilization, yeah.
Because it was very obvious on the server when someone was and wasn't logged on.
Yeah, Minecraft, it kind of Java, it just chunks the memory you tell it to use. It doesn't. You can't really see the memory usage scale. I don't think you may be able to, but
I guess the other thing, if we wanted it to be even smarter, is enabling Archon and querying the server directly to see if there's any active players. And if there's no active players, I guess wait 15 minutes, it's query it again. And if there's still no active players, kill it that way.
Yeah.
So
things for the future.
Yeah. So for now, we are going to create some folders. So the first one would be Packer. And then the second one would be more about the image that we want to push in. So in this case, it would be Nomad client, right?
Yeah, that's what we want to set up today.
Yeah,
so Nomad client.
So this is going to be the Ansible code.
Oh, okay. So I'm using.
Sorry, how are you doing? What is in these?
I was going to use Terraform. With Packer, you then use Packer to build what's in the folder, right? So
why aren't we just deploying an image through Ansible into GCP?
That's because I have not set it up before with Ansible, but we can also do that.
Well, it's just we have all the Ansible code.
Yeah, then let's do it that way. But either way, I'm just saying that the folder structure, this is what we're doing in terms of folder structure. And then based on that, yeah, we can then do that. So for now, I would do so basically I have written something before for this. So that's what we're about to use. And then before that, let's start with the build file. .pkr.html. Boom. Done. So what comes into this file? Anyone want to guess?
Do you need your Packer, like your Packer version, stuff like that?
So in here, we're going to tell it the source. So in this case, it won't be this source. Yeah, it would be Nomad. So the source is this here. So it would be Nomad-client. Boom.
Explain like that. Okay.
And then destination is /root. provisional. Shell, what are we installing here? Tree. All right. So
my suggestion would be you just use the Ansible provisioner.
all right. So we won't be need any of this then.
So, well, you still need the build and a provision and the source and provision stuff, but your one
rather
provision
than using shell.
Yeah,
Okay.
your one provision is Ansible. You link it to the Ansible code you want, and then it should just run the Ansible code.
Okay, let's do it that way then. For now, let me just grab the. I do not have any code for that. Let's see. Packer, Ansible, provisional. Let's see.
I think it's as simple as just like where your main.yaml file is.
And the provisioner just says playbook file.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally. So in this case, that will be the main, because in our case we use main, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah, interesting to see how this will interact with the server specific. I guess it would just bake them into the config already.
So we can't actually run anything that's server specific. Yeah, so it spins up on a server, so it does load in some things. So we may need to edit our config files and stuff. So we don't have anything in the config that's server specific. I don't know how much we can get away with without doing that stuff.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember how much stuff there is in there that is actually server specific and how much of it is more on the local side.
All right. So we have that. So do we then need? Yeah, we don't need that anymore. So we won't need this part. All we'll need is this. Boom. And now we also then need to set up the cloud provider that we're using. In this case, we are using GCP connection. That would be also PKR. Yeah. .hcl. Boom. For this one, we also have to declare source. So source is, let's see if it Google Compute, yeah, and then we can call it Nomad or Nomad client.
Client, because we may eventually set up one for a server.
So Nomad client.
Yep.
And then boom. So what do we want here? Project underscore ID. Any suggestions, Lisa?
The project ID. That's that GCP project.
No, I thought you wanted to say something else. That's it.
Sorry. The source links to the image that it's being built from, not the thing we're creating.
Ubuntu we build off? I can't remember.
Yeah, so surely the source should be Ubuntu, and then in the build you can set the build name to be something else. This is how the docs tell you to do it. Is what you're doing. But it seems weird because we're like the source is the like image information, not really that it's Nomad.
Okay, so this one you're saying we should keep it as Ubuntu?
Yeah.
Okay.
And probably Ubuntu 22.4, whatever the version is. Like almost to change the version of Ubuntu, you can just add another source instead of removing.
I just remember that part because that's what we set up for Devil's Playground. I remember you saying exactly something similar like this. So then, like, it's easier. So it's easy for us to then change because sometimes people like you wanted at some point CentOS, I think, for something, or somebody else wanted that. So,
or if we wanted both, we need some Nomad clients that ran 22.4, some Nomad clients ran 20.4.
Yeah.
Or just to test upgrades and stuff. You kind of want it to be able to run multiple sources.
All right. There's no thingy here, right? For auto format.
Does Packer not have FMT?
Ooh,
Packer does have an FMT command.
Okay, then let's try it. I'm not even sure if I have Packer installed on this. That's another fun part.
Just brew install it. It won't take that long.
Why would you use brew? Just download,
I'm lazy.
download the binary. Just download the binary.
I'm
too
pretty
much.
sure I actually installed Packer with brew, possibly. Anyways, I do have
for formatting, it'll be fine. I find brew is normally lags behind versions a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I do have I've manually upgraded my Terraform, but it depends what I'm doing, how much I care about the latest version. If I'm not that bothered about the latest feature set, I'll use brew. If I want the particular latest feature set, I can just replace the path with the path to the latest binary.
Yeah.
Fair. All right, so we have Packer set up. We now also need to set up the plugin part of it. New file, plugin. Oh, where's my? Oh, I don't know what's happening. Sorry. New file. There we go. Plugin. That's why.
Someone's getting a phone call.
I don't even know how to hang up. Oh, there we go. My bad. My apologies. I need to cancel my.
Someone needs to be on Do Not Disturb.
I actually am usually, but I don't know why my WhatsApp still picks it up. Okay.
Just close your WhatsApp before you start.
No, I've done it now. No, I wasn't. Okay, so here's the thing. I wasn't expecting to share my screen today.
Forced you into it last minute.
Suggested.
This is what happens when we don't plan what we're doing. And we're just like, what do you want to do today?
James was like, what are we doing today? I'm like, well.
And then I was like, I found a problem.
Discord. We're supposed to be doing Discord today.
Oh, I haven't had time to test it.
Well, there you go. Now we know what the problem is. I'm just not sure about the version of this.
What is the latest version?
Yeah, what's the latest version? Does anyone want to please find out in the meantime? Thank you very much. We can also use variables here, but I'll just put that here for later. Variable dot pkm.
114 is the latest version. Which the syntax you've got will pull in.
So. Yeah, 100%. Perfect. So Packer side is almost complete. The only thing we need to fill out is this stuff here. And then we can move on to the next part. So let's start with the project ID. Should I actually use variables in here? Or should I just fill it out?
I think you should use variables.
Yeah. If we build this in a way that if we want to add more images later on, anything that's needed is in a variable, seems like a sensible thing to do.
All right. I'm guessing it will be like this as well. Oh, let's see. Nope. With no suggestions, How dare you?
I have.
Hold on. I can't. Wait, what's wrong with? Oh, yeah, it's because peak HCL. So, it doesn't recognize this. So, I can't even do auto.
Click your extensions thing, search for Packer, and I'm pretty sure.
Thank you. I would have never guessed that. But
the 4 squares.
Hold on. Shows you how much I install extensions. Packer.
Someone was saying that the Visual Studio now has AI comment suggestions and stuff like that built in.
They have AI commit suggestions. If you go to the commit fields, it's got a little AI button, and it will suggest you what you should.
Weren't we talking about that with Mike and you?
Yeah, I was on my client side, inside a bank, and it was like, "Hey, AI comments." I don't think that's how you spell variable.
I'm just guessing. But I don't even think this is the right syntax. as well. Hold on. Packer variables. I'm not sure convinced about the way I did.
Yeah,
Oh!
your syntax was
Oh,
correct. I
okay.
mean, it's HCL. Like,
Yeah, just wasn't sure. Type, and it's basically like Terraform.
it's HCL.
Same
It's the
language.
Same.
Yeah, but
same
it
program.
didn't bring up as suggestion. That's why.
Because
Anyways,
if you marked it as a Terraform file, it probably would, but then you might get some weird things.
so I guess we should probably see. Why is it not giving me suggestions? Type. Not impressed. Type is string.
I mean, if you click Packer in the bottom right and click Terraform, it'll probably give you better suggestions. You just search Terraform. There you go.
Okay, thank you. Oh, yep, it does now. All right. So yes, that's what I'm talking about. So we'll have zone.
I wouldn't put zone as a variable because we may want to deploy the same golden image to multiple, and the same with source image. Like the source image stuff, we shouldn't either.
So I know on the client side with this part, it will be source image, but then you give it the name of the, like in this case, what we're trying to do.
So if we want to deploy two images from two different sources, other than the project date, it may be disk size, which even then I think disk size is actually, disk size you should probably have, or like default disk size, but everything else is probably image specific, source specific.
All right. Disk size will be string, I think, and then default, and then we'll get what the default is. So I should leave everything else then.
Normally,
everything.
10 GB for default.
Okay. Also, SSH user, do we tend to change that?
Nope.
No.
So technically, this could be also variable.
Well, we don't need to set the SSH username. SSH username, you can just leave default.
Okay. All right. Does it care about caps? We'll figure it out, I guess. Because yeah. So project ID, we only have var dot. Yep. This is nice.
So the only four you need is project ID, source image family, and zone. You don't need anything else other than that.
Okay, so project ID, zone, source image, disk size.
So disk size defaults to 20. So unless we want to reduce the disk size,
we don't need image location as well.
and disk size is an int, not a string.
Okay.
And it's the size in gigabytes.
It might be worth reducing this size as we're mounting persistent storage to every client that will be used for the jobs, or the majority of the jobs. So we can probably get away with a smaller disk. And then if we want, we can always mount additional disks.
So it's just the number 10 there once for the default.
But Barnaby saying something about reducing it. Should we?
So the default is 20, so 10 will be enough. You don't need quotes. It's not a string.
Yes. All right. Project ID, zone, source, and bar.
Do you know what the default disk size is for Windows these days? How big a hard drive you need to get it up and running? Because the last time I checked, it was like you need at least 30 gigs to install Windows.
No, but I can quickly find out.
And zone-wise,
the important things to do on stream.
I just remember it being so much larger than the Linux.
64 gigs or larger storage device for Windows 11. Oh,
That's a lot of storage.
you need a display greater than 9 inches. Can't run it on your phone.
You could definitely just get the display to lie to the operating system, though. Because I'm sure there'll be a phone out there with a 4K resolution screen somewhere. Not that you need it in a phone, but someone will have done it as a gimmick.
Well, you don't need the source image project ID.
Is it because we're using Ansible?
No, it's just not required for Packer.
All right. So the source image in this case is Ubuntu.
So you need to find out what its image ID is. Like this is a bigger thing.
Could we pull it from Terraform as an output of the VM?
Well, no, this is a thing we specify. Like, this is what do we want the source image to be created. So this is the example is Debian 8 Jesse v 20161027. Like they are. Yeah, it's so you need both the family and the name, which is something else, I think.
So this place is different. I mean, this image place is different to AWS, I guess, because here you don't have the market for it, right? I'm not sure what this even represent, but then there is also a marketplace. Just not sure.
Well, I don't think we need to hit the marketplace.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like something has been deleted. What has been deleted? I didn't ask for anything to be deleted. Oh, there was an error loading. Oh, interesting.
It's that random credential that you deleted before the stream broken something.
That would be very, very interesting. What was that? Compute agent, sorry. And then I was on the images. I know that was actually not useful, actually. I don't know why I'm going back there, but now, yeah. Okay, so this is grayed out, to be honest. That means I don't have permission to it. Is that why?
Oh, no. Spend money.
Yeah, interesting. There. Okay, so that's now a way. I guess we now have to Google it. Google, select an image. But what are these images? We didn't create those.
No, so these are just default images that come with GCP.
Yeah, so technically we could grab one of these if.
Yeah, we need to work out what image we're currently using.
Okay, so common CPU.
Debian 10 Buster v 2023 1010 looks like what we're pulling in our Terraform.
Then use that.
Oh, so we won't be using Ubuntu because I just found one.
That's what you said. Barnaby said an Ubuntu one.
I think I can remember what images we're using. This is the image in I put the image in our Terraform. Our Terraform pools. It's a Debian based one.
So yeah, that is the image. That is what you should put as the image, the source image.
Source image. And this is the name. Or
I think we can use the name or the family.
Yeah.
And if we do the family, it'll pull this one. So we can just do Debian-10, and it will give as the source image family, and it will give you the latest one.
So like here, right? So we know that it's common CPU.
I don't think you need the common one.
Okay, I think this Barnaby has shared something good.
That's the full path in the Terraform.
We don't need the full path. If you just want to do source image, you just need the first thing Barnaby sent.
All right, so it would just be this part here.
Yep. And then that should give us an image the same as what we're currently building off.
All right. So now we need the Ansible code that
I had a look through it. I think the only thing that's going to be an issue is the disk mount.
Which I wonder if we can do that through Nomad.
Potentially. I guess the other thing we were talking about moving to CSI, which would then be blob storage of some description.
Will it be this MC Nomad?
Yeah.
The CSI is also dynamically assigned. So it's when we start Minecraft be like, oh, I need to attach my Minecraft mount.
Yeah.
So you just take all of that folder.
Yeah, I just realized I don't have it probably. Since this folder looks brand new to me. Projects. Gosh.
We need to tidy up our GitHub, I think, a little bit. Work out what we need and how we want it to be set out, I think, a little bit.
Maybe if we have a long day off one day, we can just sit there and do a stream of tidying.
That would be interesting.
A nice, fun spring cleaning stream.
Hey. What will this do?
So you obviously don't need the inventory file.
Paste. Alright, group files.
And then I think in the main, there's not going to be any groups. Oh, already set to all. Cool. If you turn off mount disk, this will probably work.
I forgot we put that in a separate role.
Nomad main.yaml packer. YAML.
It's not worth doing now, but I think as part of we want to prove it works. We pass through the server IP is also something that is hard coded, which you can pass through as Packer variables.
Yeah.
Obviously not worth for now. That is a improve.
If you pass it through as a Packer variable, could you then pass? Would you pass?
You then pass it as an Ansible variable.
To Ansible.
Yeah. I don't think it's that hard, but as we are halfway through the stream, it would be nice to get this working.
Yeah, that's what
I think in your build thing, did you change the source?
You know,
line 3, that needs to be Debian 10.
Oh, I can't. Oh, yes. And that's exactly what I was looking for early on, but Debian 10. All right. And then this should be fine. Main.yaml, YAML.
Does it not need to be double dot Nomad client?
You mean here?
Yeah.
I just thought normally in Linux current folder.
But your upper folder.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Okay. Oh, there. In my test, actually, it worked with one, but
so it'll depend on where we're running Packer from and all that sort of stuff. Like I don't know which one it needs to be.
So what I would do for now is I will.
If you've got it working with one, then do it with one.
So I guess if you really want to eliminate all doubt, just give it the full file path.
But also, I don't know how much we need the Packer folder. I suppose is the. So I suppose I would not have the Packer folder, and then you just can go .nomad client because everything's from the root.
And to be fair, I only had the Packer folder in
You don't need to put it in the Nomad client. Yeah.
And then we can get rid of this.
So now it's definitely singled up.
Is there an answerable file within your Nomad client, or is it just straight to the main? Oh, it's the roles, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. And then, wait, where do we give it the name again? Hold on. So source image. How do we know what name it would now become?
So this will give it a name that's like Debian, based on Debian 10.
Yeah, I think one of the parameters I gave it before was to give it a name, image name.
So on build, you can set the name.
No, I can set the name in here as well. So here, this is how I set it before, and then I give it the name. So I would say in this case it would be Nomad.
No. All this source image cares about is Debian 10. If we have 3 different images, 3 different builds pulling from Debian 10, they're not going to be called Nomad. This shouldn't care about the final image. This is just Debian.
Does this work similar as to the way Docker works, and this is kind of your from block?
Yes. Lots of people, you can give your image name here, so it'll do more than just your from block. But so if you go into your build, and then there's a source block you can add in here. So you go, so before the provisioner, I think this is how it works. You go, oh no, so this can have a name as well. Wow, build can have a name.
That's how I actually did it on GCP as well, as in having the image name in the GCP part in here.
So there's
and this worked, and then you put timestamp here.
I know it works. It just means that everything from this source image is going to be called Nomad. The other option is in the builds. You then add, there's a thing I sent you in the build block. I can type just the build code. Where you can set its name. And then that should...
Will you be able to use the timestamp stuff here as well? So this one would just be, I think the way you guys will name it is just client, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So I would be curious if just with that name block, if that will add to the build, but you may need to add the source thing.
But if you read the comment on the thing, it says, hold on, let me show you here actually. It says what this name actually does. So this is just for the build in the logs.
Yeah, if you scroll down, there's then a source block.
Okay, and then
that I don't know if that name is different.
Different name. Use the source. So output. It could be either output or name. But I guess we can do both. But it doesn't tell me source block specific node that field cannot be overridden. So build from the top level source block here. Okay. So let's use source then, and then give it a name. Oh, but then what is this one? Source.amazon.
So that is the source. So that's going to be source.
What we have.
Yeah. It looks like then you don't need the list.
Sorry, I won't need what? Oh,
this one. You don't need this. Yeah, you don't need the list of sources.
Yeah, because then somebody's breaking something.
I don't know what it was. Something fell off the back of my desk.
Oh.
Eesh. All right, and then I don't think we want all the comments. Do you guys want to keep the comments?
No, we don't need the comments. We should probably write in at some point.
Can you fix the indentation? Or I guess you're going to see if your Packer format works.
Yes, man. Yes, sir. Nomad client. I'm just putting this together because it seemed like, based on the example, there was no spacing, even though it says different name. But yeah, okay. We are good to go. Who wanted to test the Nomad? Where am I? MC Packer projects. All right, here we are. So Packer, we are FMT.
All the docs talk about doing it in the source, which feels really wrong. I feel a lot of people use Packer in a weird way.
All right. Oh, you did it. Have you?
Yay.
Yay. Anyways, moving on. Now let's do the GitHub action real quick as well. So for that one, it is GitHub, and hopefully we won't have any limitations because it's public.
We have 20,000 minutes a month.
Ooh, let's waste it.
I'll start up the crypto miner.
And then it's $4 per user per month. So it costs $12 a month for us to get a team, which gives an extra 1,000 CI/CD minute a month.
Is that per user, I assume?
Nope.
Just 1,000 more.
Yeah. Oh, no. No, it's everything in free plus. So it's an extra 3,000 more.
Okay.
I see. So firstly, we need to tell it how it gets triggered. So in this case, we're going to say on and then push. And then we're going to say which branch. It will be, I think it's main in the class, right? So main, boom. So that's that done. And then also, the way we have it is, so I also have environment where I'm not saying I want the latest Packer. So in this case, it would be env for whatever we want to use. I'm not sure if this does. And then I do Packer version, bam, bam. All right, so firstly, we need jobs, and then build image, boom. And then, so here we want it to run on the latest Ubuntu. So that would be Ubuntu latest, and then name would be, in this case, this job is for Nomad client image.
Aren't we just building Packer?
Yeah, but
are you going to tell it to only build the Nomad client part of Packer?
Wait, what do you mean? Sorry, I'm confused here.
This repo just builds Packer images.
Yeah.
Is this building? Is this running Packer, or is this only going to run the Nomad client part of Packer?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. So at this point, it would run this part only. So it will run the Nomad client. Yeah, Nomad client.
But so are you running Packer dot, or are you running Packer Nomad client? I know that's not correct Packer syntax, but
Ooh, so I know I just do Packer dot.
Yeah,
As in
so this
Packer
is-
build dot. So
yeah. So this will build all of Packer. The fact we only run Nomad
Right.
client currently doesn't matter.
fair. So it should just be build
Build Packer.
Packer. Yeah, that's a good. Thank you. That's good. So then defaults to run, and then we need to give it working directory. In this case, it's Packer.
Just
ooh,
root, isn't it?
Yeah, this case.
Isn't it just dot?
No. Dot. Yeah. Wait, because you said root. My mind went straight to root.
Sorry.
And now
Oh,
we want to do steps, which is the name. So we want to check out first, and then users.
my internet's just messed up. I assume.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I can see why now.
So
You had a little like blip.
Yeah, while I disappeared for me.
no.
For me,
Fine.
just for me.
Is the stream still going on there?
Yeah, no, we're still off. We're good.
Okay, good. Because I know when it happened to Barnaby, the whole stream just went.
Well, yeah, that's the problem with the person who's doing the streaming having the problems.
My internet's normally fairly stable, although I did have an issue with connecting to a VPN today, but I have a suspicion that that was a client laptop not being very good rather than my internet failing.
Oh, good old VPNs.
So this
Your indentation of users is wrong.
Oh, thank you. Thinking what? Why? Anyways, so now this is the part I'm a bit worried about because of the way. Oh no, actually, yeah, I just remembered we have a fix for that. Hopefully that works. So here the example says so secret space 64.
So it looks like it'll just take in the base 64 version of it. Looks like Ash has no problem doing that.
Yeah, right.
No, the higher up bit when it authenticates.
Where are you saying authentication?
The first comment, first green bit, is
Yeah.
authenticate with Google Cloud thing you just copied,
Yes. Oh yeah,
which
base 64.
copies in the base 64.
Oh, fair. So that's how. Yeah, that's cool then. Okay, so that means I don't have to worry then. So this is fine. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And then now that we have authentication sorted, we now also want. I'm just gonna do copy at this point. Where's my? Yeah, this is why I didn't want to copy. And then set up Packer, HashiCorp, setup, and then product environment. We said we want the latest, so that's fine. Now we want to do Packer init and Packer validate.
Yep.
Although I haven't. To be fair, if it wasn't a stream, we should have run all of this locally first.
I mean, you still can.
But that means I have to log in.
You can run init and validate without logging in.
Let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Packer build, and then build color false, cleanup dot. Yep, that's what we want, and done. So GitHub action is set up as well. We are good to go, almost. The audience want us to do Packer validate. So let's do that. So yeah, Packer init. Ooh, it's a good thing.
It's in 64, I think.
In 64. All right, so where's the variable? Hold on. Sorry, I wanted to see if I would get a suggestion this time. No. Oh yeah, because no, it's still Packer. So, oh, interesting.
It may be number if that doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay. So, no suggestions. Number. Oh, yeah, this one didn't give any color, so should be fine now.
You're going to build a pack of syntax highlighter to make your life easier after this.
No, thank you. I'm good. All right, so
It's more the he wants the IntelliSense, the auto suggestion over, which may just need a restart.
to remove this, add the following section to your template.
So you need to add
The
Ansible.
part.
I would change the version of Google Compute to the one it's suggesting as well.
Oh, so I just take all of this then?
Yeah, I would change your plugins to that block.
Yeah, might as well.
So that tilde1 is going upgrade all but, I think it's actually just, I think that may be shorthand for latest. It's either latest or upgrade all but major.
Yeah.
All non-breaking change upgrade.
Yep, to the far right most.
Yeah.
All right, so
And then it's just complaining about variable not set, which we're not doing.
wait, so if onset variable packer ID, yeah, that's true actually, yeah, because I have declared it and I'm also using it, right, somewhere, yeah, but then there's no project ID defined. So in this case, it would be default.
That was a loud noise.
Oh, you heard it. That's our bell. And because of that, my son started crying again because it's his bedtime. He was quiet before.
That is a very loud old school bell.
Yeah. So I installed it, and that was the default. And it was a bit of an effort to like change the tones. Well, at least you can hear it, right, regardless of what you're doing. So yeah.
Yeah. Right. Child screaming certainly makes the bell easier to hear.
Yeah, that was before he was born. That was before. Now I guess I have to change it.
My parents' bell is still like it's very old. So when you press the button, it's actually just breaking an electromagnet in it that's releasing a little hammer that is literally hammering back and forth on a bell. And when it touches the bell, it re-initiates the magnet, so it pulls it back.
Very fun old school electronics.
I think it's a nicer solution than just a speaker on a wire, but I get why people don't do it anymore.
Didn't realize you had an output block. Oh. Just delete line 5.
Yeah, well, the documentation states wow. Oh, must be specified. Some builders use to do that. Ooh. SSH username must be specified as root.
What do we specify?
I wonder if it would be for Ansible. What's it?
Yeah, that's what Ansible. You just log in.
So,
I mean, just set it to root. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, but our Ansible, when we run Ansible, remember we use our name devcast.
Packer does some fun things. Don't worry too much about it.
Also, we become root for most of our plays.
Yeah. All right.
So within the metadata of spinning up an image, you can tell it what username and key to use. So Packer will load in those variables in the image it creates. So there's a username and SSH key for it to use. And then it will log in through that and use that to run the Ansible code.
Good. I hope Mikey's not watching. Good comment. How to do some seller.
Why the -A-M?
Remember, do you remember? This is why I got into that issue on Friday, because I'm used to git commit AM because
we spent half an hour trying to debug why a pipeline was failing before we realized that someone never actually staged the files that he wanted to.
I had one where I'd updated the files. Similar, I'd updated the files locally. V4, I think. I can't remember. I think it was an Ansible run, and no, it was a Jenkins run. I updated it locally and just never changed it. So when it was pulling the version of the repo down that it was trying to build online, it was pulling the old version. Like, what is going on? Why are these credentials not working? And I hadn't pushed the bit for it to dynamically fetch the new credentials.
See, it's not easy, is it?
Oh, at least it's picked up the pipeline is running.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Build Backer. Oh wow. Authenticate. Oh my god. I am surprised this worked. No, seriously, I am. I am genuinely surprised that worked.
So if you, I don't know if you got GCP up, but you should be able to see an image. So you should be able to see a VM instance up.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Packer.
Something.
That's image.
Yay. And
My Nomad's clients up. I thought that got destroyed.
Oh, I changed the server size of our main server and then just stopped the Nomad, which is when I was doing the health checks to make sure the server was up, is when I realized that obviously the Nomad client doesn't auto join because it doesn't have Nomad installed.
Oh, don't worry. It will be deleted at 9 p.m. tonight.
I mean, I stopped it, so it doesn't cost us anything. Well, no, it doesn't cost us anything, so we're not even using IPs. Yeah. I suppose the hard drive.
Yeah,
you'll have
pay for that 10 gig hard drive.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money.
See,
guys, this is probably where we're gonna get issues. Waiting for SSH to become available.
It should just been up. If you go onto the image, if you go onto the click on the Packer one.
It's interesting. It gives it a public IP. It
needs to talk to it. Oh. And then if you go connect, can you? Serial port's disabled. No, sorry. Click logging serial port 1 under logs. Serial port 1 brackets console. Yeah. Wait, under logs. No, under logs.
Just above show more.
Serial port. The second one. Yeah. This is the stuff that AWS won't show you. So it's failed.
Yes, it did. But why? Because of the SSH bar.
Yeah, it's saying
Packer experience. So it has an issue with the fact that we're using root. Because the name that we normally use when we log in
is our names, but that won't work by default.
But then again, if you think about it, the service account I'm using should have access. No, this is nothing to do with service account at this point. Let me just try something. Oh, it's gone. Yes, it's gone.
Yep, that's it gone.
Yeah. Okay, so where's the logs gone now?
That's it. No, that's it. The image is gone.
I should have copied it. Nobody told me it would be gone. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Maybe there's more here actually. Nomad client Packer experience an authentication error when trying to connect via SSH. This can happen if username and password are wrong. Ooh. You may want to double check your credentials as part of debugging. Handshake failed, unable to authenticate. Non-public key. No supported methods remain. I thought this would be very easy, isn't it?
Can you change SSH username to Debian and rerun?
So that would be the default for this.
I don't know. I'm quickly trying to find people that have done it online, and one I found they used Debian for their.
Surprised you've not reverted back to AM now that you've got your files set up.
Leave me alone, please. I'm focused here. Debian user sh git push.
At least you're writing reasonable commit messages.
I'm trying to think about it in a sense that okay, what is it doing right now? Trying to keep it simple. All right, so it's a fix, and what did we just do? Debian user. But when
Yeah,
we get
so-
to complex, sorry.
From what I could see, my assumption is it can't be root, but actually it can be anything.
Oh, interesting.
I guess if Packer's building the image and it's setting up the SSH key pair, as long as it's not a protected class. I wonder if it would throw errors if we used one of our IDs. Because it wouldn't have the sort of key pair mapping that we generate.
No, we tell it to use the Ubuntu, the Google connection.
Yeah, but I wonder if the user would try and default to that Google connection if it tried to use that username.
Guys, okay, so it's working, but we didn't. I just realized we didn't actually check the Ansible code.
Me and Barnaby looked at it separately.
Oh, okay, good.
There is one hard-coded thing we need to bubble up at the top, but as it is almost 8 o'clock, that's something we can deal with either
It's just the IP
on
of
a
the
part.
server.
Yeah, we can either bubble that up as a part 2 stream, or
Yeah.
we can do it another day. So the question is, what's the image called? What's the image going to be called?
See, that's what I'm interested to find out. I am very, very, very interested in that part because what did we assume the image is going to be called here?
Nomad client, just no spaces.
So there's one here. Obviously. Oh, this one.
Oh, I can see it. It's currently called Packer.
Wait, hold on. Excuse me. You're forgetting that we're actually on the stream right now, and I'm sharing my screen. So anticipation, right? So you have to wait for
till you go to the right page.
exactly.
Or surely it's tune back in next week to find out.
See, there we go. That's another one.
Okay.
Oh no!
Yeah. So that hasn't named it anything useful.
Yeah. See. Okay. But then the way I wanted to name it as well won't be good as well because I see what you mean. Gosh. So we need to figure that one out.
I believe there's a way of doing it, but I can't remember and I don't have the code on me. But what we could do is on Terraform tell it to use this new image we've created and spin up the Nomad client.
Yeah, give that a go because it should auto join. It just won't have the persistent storage attached.
Yeah,
which may break it because I'm just trying to think. No, because I think the host
mounting a directory.
Yeah, because it's the config maps to a file path, not a disk. So it'd just be, if we spun it up, it would just be a fresh server essentially.
Hold on. What is the difference between images and machine images?
A machine image will have a lot of the metadata and like base config stuff set up into it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Funny enough, I go onto this page a lot at work, but I don't even check. I never noticed this.
So cloud image, I think, is closer to machine images, I think, are close to cloud images, which is how you like spin up bare metal servers.
Fair. Okay, guys. So on our second run, we got this right.
Do you want to edit GCP base and see if you can spin up a Nomad client with our? I know we're running a little bit over, but
that's okay. I like doing overtime for free. Why not?
You do all of this for free.
Yeah. Since when did you get paid for any of it?
You've got a secret sponsor or something in the background.
I wish. Git status. Okay, cool. Git checkout. Ooh, look at that. Okay, let's just go to main and then git pull. I'm sure people have worked in this branch already. So there you go. So should I just create a new branch first, or can I actually just push straight to main?
Just
We
push
don't have any
straight to main.
branch protections.
I keep forgetting we're not paying for it. We're not paying for it. Oh, my bad. All right, so client, boot disk project. Here we go. Oh, size. Okay, I'll leave that as it is. I'm just gonna change this to what's the image called? Here we go. Just this, innit?
I don't know. You may need the longer thing.
Because like the way Thingy sent it in earlier on, right? So like
project.
this. Does it give me like that? Like created by.
I mean, you may just be able to do the short one because it's in our own.
Give the short one a go. See if it throws an error.
Yay! Let's do that then. Okay.
Fail fast.
I like that. All right, so we are now on the right side, so it should be TF. Actually, let me just do TFP rather than doing anything else. Let's test it out first. Since we are here, let me just do this. Oof. We'll see. Any errors?
It's just blank state at the moment.
Okay. So it's gonna try and add.
So a lot of this is because you're running it locally.
Yeah, but no, I just wanted to the image part. Where is it?
Yeah, so it's replacing the Nomad client, which is what we're expecting.
Yeah.
What's the other bit it's replacing?
The storage bucket CF upload archive, because it's got a different hash because it's being run locally instead of from Terraform. So curious if this is just going to work.
I feel like it should, but maybe it's being optimistic.
I don't know. I think we've been burnt too much by like, this should just work. 2 hours later, why isn't it working?
Yeah,
It's just going to be simple.
It almost makes you distrust things when they work first time.
Yeah.
Like, did it run? Is it just pulled an empty file?
Do you want me to click apply on that, Wale?
Sorry, what?
Do you want me to click apply on that?
No,
you've done it.
I already did. Yeah, I'm just.
You weren't sharing the Terraform screen today if you had it open.
Unfortunately, that's in a different profile, which is shows you how prepared I was.
Yeah. Talking about everything we're doing, going to Terraform was not a high on the list of things we were doing.
Yeah. I can
does Terraform do a create before destroy option life cycle?
It sounds familiar.
Just this feels like the sort of thing that should create before destroy.
All right. So how do you guys want to test this now?
Go to nomad.devcastops.com.
Although,
okay,
what it would, for certain things, it wouldn't work. And I don't think this would work. So it would be trying to create a VM with the same name.
Yes. I don't know.
Doesn't it have? It doesn't have any port.
46, 46.
Yay! All right.
And if you click clients on the left, it hasn't worked.
Yeah, that's a shame. Next time.
Failed starting agent, failed to validate volume GCP, can't stat opt GCP data, no such file directory.
Oh yeah, because it was the directory is created and the mounting the disk.
Skipping some plugins, plugin directory doesn't exist. Detective plugins. I mean, this looks like it's up.
You could probably just run Ansible against it, and that would. I guess if you
Yeah,
ran
it's-
Ansible against it, it would tell you what needed to be different.
Yeah, so it is error starting agent. Client setup failed because of the volume.
Yeah, path
So-
GCP data.
The lazy way of fixing it is in the Packer code, Packer Ansible, we create this directory. So if it isn't if the folder isn't mounted, the directory at least still exists.
Yeah.
Or what we probably should do is look at moving to CSI.
I think leave it as is for now and move to CSI because this still makes it quicker. We can run Ansible against it, and all it will do is just mount that drive, and then will that restart the service? No.
Don't know. I mean, we can find that out on Saturday when we try and spin up the microserver.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys. Wait! I said good luck. Are we not meeting up on Saturday?
Oh yeah, we're not doing Minecraft this Saturday. We're
Yeah.
doing
Board games.
You know,
Okay.
see how good our AV knowledge is.
Gosh, it's gonna be fun.
Wire everything together from all of our separate rigs and see if it can make a one room worth of stream.
Just
So
hope
I
I've got enough USB ports.
Another thing to add to our to-do list: come up with a solution for their cert stuff.
Yep,
Yeah, TLS certificates.
which we've got Vault and console. So we got things that can create certs and store certs and stuff. So I feel that's after the connecting all our services together.
Yeah, wire it all up and then make it secure. All right, I guess we should say thank you for watching, and we will catch you all next week, where we might tidy this up or we might do something completely different. We're sort of finished the Minecraft stuff, so we're sort of looking for a new direction. So we might be doing a couple of different things. So stay tuned to see what it ends up, and follow on Twitch and like and subscribe on YouTube's. And see you next time.
All the things. Bye.
Bye.